We listen, we don't judge. When I was 16, I got a train ran on me.
Whoa, hold on!
I had to catch the bus home. None of them niggas gave me a ride. Then they was eating Chinese food. And I said, I'm hungry too. And they gave me a bag of Lay's potato chips. It wasn't even Fritos or hot Cheetos or nothing. No, but listen, we don't, thank you.
You're all failures.
Yes, I do.
I just got railed by a train of 10 guys, one after the other.
You going to hell! You so nasty!
5 of them were regulars and 5 of them were new guys that like I have spoken to or been speaking to for a while, and they agreed to doing it, and I feel so good because this has been such a long time dream of mine. And yeah, I get to tick like 5 guys off my list to add to the list of 600 in a year.
Pretty much every miserable thing in this shitty fucking universe is fucked and has been fucked since time began.
Yeah, so pretty happy with that. All up, it lasted about 2 hours. So I basically let each person finish before moving on to the next one.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
A few of them wanted to switch in and out, which is fine because they're taking a little bit too long. But yeah, overall it took 2 hours and it was the best 2 hours of my life.
I smashed the homies. And that's just the truth. He seen what it was and he still decided to mess with me. So that's your decision.
I've made a decision. I'm captain of this boat. Now shut the fuck up!
That wasn't
You can't mess. You can't. Listen, everybody have a past.
We all have a
He was
past.
there because we're all friends. So you seen what I did. You chose to still with me.
I choose you.
Shame has to be brought back, and I'm going to explain to you why. Shame plays a big part in our society and keeping it afloat.
Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it.
When you have shame, it creates a boundary where people are too scared to do certain things, or at least tell people out loud that they are willing to do certain things because of how it's going to be looked at, right?
Correct. Absolutely 100% factual.
But since y'all have started this whole don't shame nobody, don't judge nobody, who are we to judge? Because you started all of that, you pretty much open up Pandora's box and anything goes. Anything can't just go. Anything can't just go. Because when you start getting rid of shame and you allow anything to be acceptable, anything becomes acceptable.
Not okay.
And the way humans are created, you just can't have everything being acceptable. Because once everything becomes acceptable, everything falls apart. And we're watching everything crumble right before our eyes because y'all have allowed too much to be acceptable.
Got started in the industry as a fluffer.
What?
Yeah, I got kind of in touch with a producer, and he's like, do you want to just like fluff? Because this was a gang scene, and there's just one girl and a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'll help keep the guys hard. I mean, I love giving blowjobs, so.
Gobble, gobble.
Oh,
So that's what
works.
you're doing, is just like going around like, hey, can I get you some water, a blowjob?
I wasn't part of the shoot, so I wasn't like on camera.
Okay, you're on the sideline.
I was on the side, and they would just rotate.
And you're just there like waiting, you're on your phone, someone comes up, okay, and then you just...
Hell yeah,
comes up.
There was a line, not gonna lie.
There was a line!
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't.
I've hooked up with guys who said they were athletes. And by the way, every single guy who was almost going to be an athlete, guess why they weren't? Because they tore their ACL.
Wow.
If I had $1 for the amount of times I heard that from a aspiring athlete. I'm so mean.
Man, there you go with that bullshit.
I just wanted to know, how many of us women are aware that the baddie hot girl mentality, I'm talking about getting flown out and having everything paid for, going to dinner and having it paid for. If I go to dinner, he's got to pay for my rent.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
if I go to dinner, he's gotta pay for, you know, my meal and then some, and the meal's gotta be $500 plus. Do y'all know that mentality is from prostitution?
You big dummy!
And being a high-paid escort? Do we know this? I'm just not sure if we know this. Because I'm curious. Many people act like they're shocked when they hear this. But do y'all know that?
Like, no one cares.
You know, I'll say this. A lot of people talk about what I do for a living, right?
I guess you're right.
It doesn't matter if they know that I run a management company. It doesn't matter if they know that I'm actually behind the camera as well, and I'm a content creator, and I do, you know, adult entertainment or whatever.
Figures.
Like, everybody has something to say, and everybody judges and all that type of stuff, and want to talk about, you know, you don't have no respect for yourself. I have a lot of respect for myself. All right. Okay. Not. When I go pay for my son's Christmas gifts, and he gets to have the best fucking Christmas ever, that's the times that matter. It don't matter about when I'm behind the camera and I'm doing what I'm doing. In my head, I'm thinking, I'm taking care of business right now.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
If you have an OnlyFans, people do not respect you, will not respect you.
Not at all.
This is common sense, okay? So whatever boyfriend you get, please understand that he will only be looking at you as an intimate sexual object, okay?
Okay.
Nothing more. And if he doesn't, you need to be worried a little bit more, because there are only certain men with a certain set of issues that are going to accept a type of woman that moves throughout the world a certain way. I am sorry, okay?
Sorry. Well, not really.
But that is true. But even if you want to say that it shouldn't be about that, that is a constant reminder to the man that people who shouldn't have access to you.
The owls are not what they seem.
And he is not always one of those people, okay? Now, let's stop normalizing this whole online advent of this like adult work, because it will affect future generations, especially as they continue to live in the age of social media.
Yeah, they can't put anything on the internet that isn't true.
Okay? It's not gonna go anywhere. And we have people that aren't even telling the truth about what this type of work looks like, prompting people to think, oh, it's just money. I'm getting fast money. No. A lot of people aren't getting fast money. So now you have psychological trauma. You got issues, you know what I'm saying? You're affecting future people, all because you don't want to get a normal job.
Get a job, sir! The bums will always lose!
Listen, the moment you choose to make that amount of money from that lifestyle, you have tainted your quality of life in all other areas, down to your relationships and your psychological health.